the third weekend in February always is one of my favorite times of the year because, for one, you've got the Daytona 500 coming up this week, one of the biggest races of the year. That's always fun. And keeping in the theme of the whole race car vehicle things, we have Fastlane coming up. And Fastlane, well, last year Fastlane was kind of, ugh. Like, they honestly thought a main event involving Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, where Daniel Bryan was the heel, would go over.
Nope.
No.
Not even close.
No. But
yep.
hopefully WWE doesn't do anything quite that stupid this year. Most of the card looks like it has at least potential for things to happen that aren't dumb as hell. But we'll have to see if WWE doesn't just completely shit the bed at Fastlane once again. We'll see how it goes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nikki VMLP, and joining me today is Toon Critic.
What up?
And once again coming back is our good friend Voice of Reason.
Greetings, everybody. To be honest, I'm more excited for the Daytona 500 than I am for Fastlane.
Hell yeah.
Voice has popped up so many times on this. I think we should just make him an honorary Haymaker.
Congratulations, you're a Haymaker now.
That's how anyone reacts when they get to be on the show. Anyway, Voice is sitting in for Calkos. This is gonna
put you on the fast track to being internet famous. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, Voice is sitting in for Calkos because Calkos is currently at MAGfest, so he's gonna. Yeah, I know, right? He's gonna miss. He's gonna miss this cast, and he's gonna miss the pay-per-view, but he will hopefully be here for WrestleMania. So, let's get this show on the road, on the lane, on the fast lane, if it will. So, starting off, we're on the pre-show with Kalisto defending his United States title against Alberto Del Rio for
Wait.
Huh?
You must have gotten that wrong. Like, why in the hell would they put two of the biggest superstars in the company that they have right now for a title on the pre-show?
And a specific stipulation, too.
Yes, it's going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oh, you don't say. I wonder, wasn't there one of us during the Royal Rumble cast that said that this match really should pay off with a 2 out of 3 falls match? I wonder if somebody said that. The world may never know.
Well, it's happening, but I guess good news, bad news, is going to be on the frickin' pre-show. I can see why they did this. I think it was to try to get people to actually watch the pre-show, but really, you're only watching it for this, and you really don't care about Booker T, Renee Young, and
Jerry Lawler now.
And Corey Graves, to be fair. Corey Graves is always great.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. So for this match, I think it's fairly obvious because I don't think they need to keep doing hot potato at this rate. A win for Kalisto here in a 2 out of 3 falls match would make him a legitimate looking champion going into WrestleMania.
Yes, he would.
And that title will probably be that'll probably be with the ladder match. And then if Kalisto wins that, that's going to put him over like way higher than I think he'll ever.
Than he'll ever be.
Not yet.
Not.
Sky's.
Yeah, higher than he's ever been. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that in this match, the first fall is going to be with a roll-up for Kalisto. This will get Del Rio fucking pissed. He's going to go ape shit.
He'll make him tap.
Maybe get what...
I would say make him tap in one.
Maybe getting one... Yeah, maybe get one of the League of Nations guys involved. Probably Barrett.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on with Barrett, do you?
Oh, I know. Like, he is apparently not going to be re-signing his contract. But that contract doesn't run out until, like, May. So it's not like he's going to be leaving, like, next week or something.
Oh, well. Regardless, Del Rio may pull something out of his pocket.
Yeah. He's going to... I think he's going to get one pinfall. Like, I think this is going to go to three pinfalls. But Kalisto will still end up getting the win here.
Yeah.
I agree. Kalisto gets the win on the pre-show.
Okay. That takes care of that one. That's one out of the way. We got, I think, 6 other matches, so we'll start at the bottom here. All right. So, next match is AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho 3.
AJ Styles.
Actually, what's weird, I actually think this should actually be a stipulation match as well. I think this should have been a first to tap match.
Oh yeah, submission match. That'd have been good.
Calf Crusher versus the Walls of Jericho. I'd be totally fine with that as the third match as a stipulation.
This should be like a no DQ or a street fight or some kind of brutal match or something, because if this is like the third like rudder match between them, you'd think there'd be something epic behind it, but I guess not.
Yeah, like maybe I don't know, maybe like a match like that though would give Jericho the opportunity to properly go heel, because for a while now he's just been kind of snarky. He hasn't been totally heel, but he hasn't been totally face. He's not even what you'd call a tweener. He's kind of just being, oh, I guess I'll just decide a little later.
Nah, Jericho at this point,
he's flippant is what he is.
He's ascended, I think, now between face, heel, tweener. He's just Jericho. He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. There's no real clear face or heel motivations behind him at this point.
I don't know. I feel like that status should be reserved for like Undertaker and Lesnar, like the ascending of the heel face tweener dynamic.
Yeah. So, who do we think's gonna win this?
Styles.
No, go ahead.
This seems like it's setting up to like they've been trying really, 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 really hard to make AJ Styles somebody worth paying attention to in WWE circles. So, like, I feel like they only had Jericho win just so that he wouldn't become one of those wrestlers who part of his gimmick is that he's undefeated, which is good. So, I will say, like, I think AJ wins here, and then I think he'll pick up another big win at WrestleMania. Maybe against Owens. Who knows?
Maybe a little soon for him to go after the Intercontinental title, though. If they really want to like put him with like a jetpack on his back up to the top, that him winning here and then winning the title off of Owens at like WrestleMania.
That's what I was implying. Yeah.
I don't know though. Voice. What do you think?
Going Styles as well. If they want to build up Styles as a fighting champion, but still beatable. Again, being beat last week on SmackDown, right? Was it? Yeah, that was. Then giving Styles a win here at Fastlane is the right move.
Yeah. It was tough for me because I kind of want to see what will happen if Jericho wins here, but Jericho doesn't need the win, and they can't really stretch this feud out here. The feud should probably end here while it can, so that AJ has enough time to focus on building a storyline going into WrestleMania. So I have a gut feeling that Jericho may pick up a win here somehow, but my official pick is going to be AJ Styles.
Okay, so all right, so far on the same page.
Yeah, and hopefully this may push to Styles versus Owens, or Styles Owens Jericho or something, or Styles Owens Jericho Ziggler or something. You never know. Could be interesting how they pull it off. Anyway, next match we have is Ryback, Big Show, and Kane versus the Wyatt family, aka the match that we don't really care about, aka the only match that's going to make the Wyatts look good going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Nobody really.
No, not really.
This.
Like, maybe if this match were an elimination match, like that would help put at least the Wyatt family over a little bit harder, and it would give, like, if they were to do it like that and have like Big Show and Kane get eliminated first, and have Ryback go 3-on-1 against the Wyatt family and not totally get his ass handed to him, it might make him look good in the process. But at the same time, it's Kane, Ryback, and Big Show versus the fucking Wyatt family without Bray Wyatt actually in the match. How hard is anybody really, really, really going to care about this match?
Not at all, but I'll admit, I think the storyline for this is actually okay. Because the way they're building up the Wyatt family from since about 3 weeks ago, I believe, was that the big thing with the Wyatt family is, again, literally they are going big. They are attacking the titans of the WWE. First they attacked Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. Although granted it was the Royal Rumble, it wasn't actually a one-on-one match. Next week they attacked.
They made a big impact. They eliminated
Yes,
Lesnar.
the next week they attacked Kane. Okay, they absolutely demolished him. The next week it was Ryback. Absolutely demolished him. Then came the match again. Then came the Big Show. Actually, twice it was twice against the Big Show, and then came the run in this past Monday.
Yeah, like
this is only here to make the what? Sorry.
Like the build-up has been decent, yes, but there's really not a whole lot to this match. Like the actual physical confrontation in this match that's going to get me all that excited, because Kane and Big Show are, oh my god, they're so slow at this point. And same for Strowman. He's still green as Sheamus's Cabbage Patch. They are nowhere near, or he's nowhere near ready. Ryback, is it wrong to say that, or is it weird that I actually really like Ryback now? Like,
he hasn't done anything.
Well, yeah, that's true, but I kind of like the fact that in every single match he's in, he pulls out something that you wouldn't expect a guy like him to do. Like, he's doing a lot more high-flying stuff. He's flyback, Michael! He's even starting to study parkour. Like, he's not just relying on big guy moves. He's learning new stuff, and I really respect him for that. That's cool shit. But
well, that's good for him at least, but Ryback has something to gain out of this match if he wins. Big Show and Kane have not.
Yeah. Like, Kane and Big Show are going to be at the exact same level after this match. Like, Kane's not going to be any less of a demon, and Big Show's not going to be any less of a giant model.
I'm a giant!
Yeah, and especially unless they're, like, walking into, like, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal thing, and...
Oh, even then, they're still going to be like, how's anybody going to eliminate the 500-pound Big Show?
Oh, wait, Braun Strowman, yeah.
The Big Show?
Yeah.
Love you, Mark.
But it's hard to... this one is also hard to call, because this is, for the Wyatts, like, they'll probably need this to look good heading into WrestleMania. If Ryback and friends win... then woohoo, we get a good victory over them. Proceeding the next night, they get the shit kicked out of them. Yeah, and then all three of them go down.
Yeah, like if they win here, like I doubt that this is going to lead into any kind of big match for any of them at WrestleMania. That's why I'm taking the Wyatts, because we know that where that's going to end up leading. We're probably getting Wyatt versus Brock at WrestleMania, but we're not getting like Kane versus Brock or Ryback versus Brock. I would want
Ryback. Oh boy.
I would watch Ryback versus.
We already had that. It was called Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 20.
Oh come on. Give Ryback some credit.
Yeah.
Give Ryback some credit. He's not just a Goldberg clone anymore. He's actually trying to do something different.
Yeah. But either way.
So I predict that whoever wins this, there's going to be a rematch the following night, as to where the team that didn't win will probably score a victory. So at this point, it's pretty much irrelevant, but fuck it, the Wyatts need a big win, so I'm going to go with the Wyatts.
We have spent entirely too much time talking about this match.
Are we all in agreement?
Yeah, I'll go Wyatts as well. Let's move on to the next match.
Okay, next match, bit of a shocker. Kevin Owens defends his Intercontinental Championship against Dolph Ziggler. Now, I'm not in favor of them taking the title off Dean, because I was kind of liking where they were starting to go with it for Dean, but I guess we're going to have Owens be champion again, and then maybe have him defend it against Sami Zayn. I don't know.
I'm okay with it, because Like, taking the Intercontinental title off of Dean implies, hey, maybe we're gonna put the WWE title on him. Who knows? I won't tell.
But having Owens go up against Ziggler here, I don't think Ziggler is going to be walking out with the title. These two have been fighting for weeks on end, and they've been putting on excellent matches. These two have great chemistry together.
Yeah, that's why they faced each other 11 times since Kevin Owens has made his debut. 11.
Jesus.
Fucking 11. This will be 12.
And how many times has Kevin Owens lost? Really? I thought he lost more.
Nope. Going into okay, so he just started what was it? Like, what was it? Either the night after Royal Rumble or the week after that. That was only Ziggler's second win over Owens ever, and the other win was by disqualification. Yeah. Somebody pulled up a chart on this. Whoever did that, thank you. Squared circles, very, very useful sometimes. But yeah, and Ziggler's now won 2 in a row against Owens. I can't imagine they're gonna go for a 3 spot, and I can't imagine Kevin Owens having a 6-second title reign. If they wanted Dolph Ziggler to have the Intercontinental title, they would have booked him to win the 5-way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and on top of that, Dolph Ziggler is basically perpetually the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental title at this point forever now.
Well, that's unfortunate. Because Ziggler is a good guy. They just don't want to put the title on him because of the whole fucking concussion business or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I'm going with Owens.
Yeah, Owens. Have we all picked the same
I think,
people?
Yeah, but I think this is pretty much a very predictable pay-per-view.
Yeah, there's no real surprises here except for the main event.
Yeah, so I'm going with Owens as well.
Okay.
All right, so the next on to one of the 2 Divas matches, I believe.
Say, Wait, voice.
No, I was saying Owens as well. But anyway, on to one of the 2 Divas matches.
Yes, we're getting 2 Divas matches. This is cool. So we got the first tag team match being Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks versus Team BAD. Yeah. Can I just say, it was a very smart move for them to detach Sasha Banks from Team Bad because she was going literally nowhere. It was Sasha Banks and friends at this case because nobody gives a shit about Naomi or Tamina.
Yeah, like it. Although Naomi is starting to get better, like
Tamina is better than Naomi. Just saying.
I disagree. Did you watch the match?
No, I agree with you, Nikki.
Like, did you see the match between Sasha and Naomi on SmackDown a couple weeks ago? Like, that was a legitimately great match. Like, there was one part in the match where they fell to the outside, and Naomi got pushed into one of the announcers' chairs, and then Sasha just gave Naomi just this huge big boot and just like threw her to the ground while she was still in the chair, and it was just like, damn!
No.
Fucking love
yes,
Sasha.
But actually, my favorite moment of that match, Naomi almost pulled off Starship Pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like closer to the end of the match. Naomi got into the what's the actual name of the move? Not the Starship Pain.
Isn't it like a split leg moonsault
Moonlight
or
Drive?
something?
Oh yeah, the Moonlight Driver or whatever it is.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever Naomi is not a botch machine, she is really good. So, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just more in favor of Tamina because I remember when she used to actually wrestle pretty well, I should say. Sorry. So for this match, I like what they're trying to do with Becky and Sasha. Like they're making sort of the enemy of like my enemy is like my friend sort of thing. So
yeah, that's kind of interesting. Like, and it doesn't leave any like, oh, these two guys are gonna be friends afterward. No, we already know. As soon as the match is over, they're gonna beat the living crap out of each other, and we're probably going to lead towards something at WrestleMania with those two, and whoever wins the Divas title match. But
yeah, I think. Well, actually, I'm curious. What do you guys think first?
I'm taking Becky and Sasha. Like, you could argue that like Naomi and Tamina have a little more chemistry together, but at the same time, like, this is going to lead towards the match at WrestleMania, okay? And right now, the money match is either going to be Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha, or Charlotte and Sasha. And I'm actually kind of hoping that they do Charlotte versus Sasha, because I don't think we've ever had a one-on-one match for the Divas Championship at WrestleMania. So,
not that I can think of.
Yeah, which is kind of pathetic. But yeah, I hope it's Charlotte and Sasha, but I would not be opposed to Becky being in there too. But either way, those plans do not include Naomi and Tamina. Like, if they win, what does that mean for WrestleMania? We're getting Charlotte versus Naomi or something? Like, no.
No, the only match for Charlotte at WrestleMania will be with either Lynch or Banks or something. I don't see him. The best I see here is a triple threat, maybe a singles match.
Yeah.
Well, in which case I will also take Becky and Sasha. I'll say this: booking for the future for the Divas division is looking really promising. Just on this match alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're actually fucking using their, they're actually using the Divas now in a better way.
Honestly, as much
It's
as it's weird to say this, but Nikki Bella getting injured was the best thing to happen right now for the Divas division.
Yeah. It's brutal, but it's true.
That sucks to say, but yeah.
Yeah. And they're starting to build up more people on top of that, because fucking Summer Rae got a pinfall win over Paige last Monday.
That was weird.
Poor Paige. Paige is just like freaking drifted off.
You know what? Yeah, it is weird, but good for Summer. Like that's awesome. I'm glad that Summer's finally not getting the shit kicked out of her. Or just doing absolutely fucking nothing. That's good. Good for her.
Right. I am going... Oh, God, we keep agreeing on all these. Well... I'm gonna... I want to switch it up here, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Decisions. Oh, look, I'm actually thinking about a Divas match for once.
WWE, you're finally doing good.
You're making me think on a Divas match, because this has implications for WrestleMania. Unlike the other match, which is a very easy to guess one, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go Team Bam.
Ooh.
I think them as heels, they'll probably pick up some dirty finish or whatever, and Becky and Sasha will have an argument. Maybe they have an argument that causes them to lose. And then the next night they have a rematch and they pick up the win there.
Well, if they have the argument, then I don't think they'll have the rematch.
They may just to like.
And they definitely won't pick up the win.
Maybe we've seen WWE do stranger things.
Yeah, like the decision for the Divas Championship match.
Yep, we're gonna jump right into that. Charlotte defends her Divas Championship. Let me try that again. Shut up.
I will not.
Charlotte defends her Divas Championship against Brie Bella. Okay, I had a few questions here. One, why Brie Bella?
I can tell you exactly why.
Brie
Bella is getting a sympathy push.
Because she's leaving.
Well, that, and like everyone in her family is going down. Like her husband is down, her sister is down, her brother-in-law is down. Like, fuck.
Brie Bella, she is the one true one versus all.
She's the last one standing. But yeah, so to me, the only way this match should go, the only way it can go, is if Charlotte gives Brie if Charlotte gives Brie a jailhouse beating. Like, she needs to go ape shit on Brie. Like, in the kind of match that you would see, like, Nia Jax do to some jobber on NXT. Like, she needs to go out there and just beat the shit out of Brie Bella to the point where we don't see Brie for a long time. And this would do wonders for everyone. It would give Charlotte a huge amount of heel momentum going forward. She just, like, killed Brie Bella. It would give Brie a chance to, like, spend some time with her now retired husband and then figure out what they're going to do with their careers from there. And when Nikki comes back, it'll give Nikki a perfect opportunity to feud with Charlotte, because she's going to try and be, like, all righteous and shit and be like, you killed my sister, I'm going to get you. That is, by the way, the exact tone that Brie did her promo in a couple on Raw towards Charlotte. Fuck.
Well, if you want to think about it, Charlotte's promo skills are probably worse.
Not worse than
the
Brie.
thing I'm
Bree's.
The thing I'm worried about this match is that Charlotte has to carry Brie in this match. And the only thing I got 2 words: Brie mode flop. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep. The thing from SummerSlam where, like, she goes for the drop kick and just eats shit.
I think Becky just stepped out of the way. Brie mode flop. Exploder suplex done.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go Charlotte here, because the only way I see Brie Bella winning this is if she wins it, and then, like, the next night she defends it, just like boop, there it goes right back to Charlotte.
Either that, or if Brie somehow wins, and I heard this fantasy book and I thought it was a great idea. Brie wins, retires, and retires the belt with her. And
what?
All the way towards WrestleMania, we get an 8 diva tournament to crown a new women's champion.
I mean, if they're bringing back the Cruiserweight title, hopefully. I mean, maybe they'll do this. We do need some kind of tournament heading into WrestleMania. That'd be nice. And we have enough divas to do it, I think.
Yeah, like let's see here. Put Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, Naomi, Tamina, Paige, Summer Rae,
Natalya.
And
Natalya. There we go.
That's 8. I was a second away from saying fuck it, put Bayley in, but Natalya works too.
No, yeah. that actually does sound like a good idea.
Yeah. Like that would be the only way I would be cool with Brie winning, and if that were to happen, I would actually be really okay with it. But either way, still taking Charlotte.
Yep, I'm going with Charlotte as well.
I will also say Charlotte.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So nobody's buying into the women's championship.
As much as I want to.
We would have heard news reports about it by now.
Yeah, maybe.
We would have heard that they were planning something like this a while ago, in which case we would go with that, but no. But whatever they're planning, they have 2 matches planned for WrestleMania, so they must have something up their sleeve.
But before we get to the number 1 contenders match, should we talk about the other thing that's going to be happening at Fastlane?
Yes, actually.
Yes, the Cutting Edge Peep Show with Ed and Christian, starring The New Day,
who is not on this card to defend their titles because, as Nikki said,
they have killed everyone. They beat the Usos, they beat the Dudleys, they beat the Dragons, they beat the Matadors, and they've probably beaten the Ascension at some point because everyone has beaten the Ascension.
And they've beaten the primetime players to the point where they caused them to, like, get back together and then retire. So there's no fresh faces in the tag division for the New Day to face now.
Or Is there?
Edge and Christian one
No.
night. No, that's not gonna happen.
Are you fucking kidding? That would be fucking great.
That would not happen, but if it could, Edge could come back for one night only at WrestleMania. Edge and Christian versus the New Day. That would be a fucking dream match.
That would. I would mark. I would mark really hard. But no, I don't think we're getting Edge and Christian. But I do think that we are getting a charismatic tag team from up north with the initials
Someone who's
DNC. Do you know
certified and bona fide people?
Look, we keep saying Enzo and Cass. I don't know when the hell that's going to happen, but it may not be until after WrestleMania, or maybe even not this year. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. How long have we been saying for Enzo and Cass to come in? Since the fucking Usos have been champions.
Since SummerSlam, I think.
Look, we've been hoping and praying. I don't think it's going to happen, guys.
Yeah, you're probably right, but this is the perfect time to do it because they've got nothing left to do in NXT. They've been feuding with Dash and Dawson and being in a holding pattern forever. Like, it's time for them to move up. Have them have one final match against the Vaudevillains, have the Vaudevillains get all super Waluigi, and have, well, they're turning heel, and that's basically what. Like, when I imagine heel Vaudevillains, I imagine.
I expect the Flim Flam brothers.
Oh, also good. But.
Well, okay, other than Enzo and Cass, like, what other tag teams
Hype
are there?
Bros, but I think they're gonna stay down there until Mojo is red.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hype Bros versus the New Day is not a WrestleMania match. I'm sorry.
That's a match. It's a good idea, but definitely not WrestleMania material.
It would be a Fastlane match. That's what it would be. But no, not them. The Vaudevillains just turned heel, so that wouldn't make sense. American Alpha.
They're getting the NXT titles.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's true. They're getting the NXT titles, but like it popped in my head, and I was just like, No. Chad Gable versus Xavier Woods in a promo battle would be gold.
No, American Alpha is going to be facing Dash and Dawson.
Dash and Dawson.
Yeah.
Dash and Dawson at NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, and also I don't think, because we were talking about this before. We'll get to that in a little bit. With what's going on here, it may just be to hype up something. We may get a new team to debut here or something going in, but it's gonna be gold otherwise. I mean, it's Edge and Christian and New Day in the same place, cutting a promo against each other.
The only other tag team that I could imagine facing the New Day at WrestleMania. How about this? Chris Jericho and AJ Styles. What if after Fastlane, Jericho admits, yes, you are phenomenal, and they shake hands, and the New Day comes out, because remember, they had a thing going with Jericho for a while, and Jericho and Styles team up to take down the New Day.
I'm hesitant towards that.
It sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, the other thing you mentioned, we had briefly talked before this podcast about The Undertaker, and someone here mentioned, which one
that was me.
Or Nikki?
Yeah,
that's not going to happen. Finn Balor is going to be defending the title against Samoa Joe in NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Well, that doesn't mean that he can't compete at in WrestleMania. I mean,
really, those are live events.
Yeah, but look back to Brooklyn. Who was it? Not Sammy. Kevin Owens fought Finn Balor in a ladder match, and the next night he faced Cesaro. Same for Sasha Banks. She fought Bayley at TakeOver Brooklyn, and then she was in the big 9-way triple elimination match at SummerSlam. That doesn't mean you can't do both.
But that's for the big title, though.
Well, yeah.
No, actually, well, I guess, to be fair, Kevin Owens was NXT champion when it happened, so
and Sasha was women's champion.
Well, yeah, I guess I can see your point, but I don't know if that would be a smart idea or not, considering it's Wrestle Freaking Mania.
Quick question. Like, since Undertaker's opponent hasn't been announced yet, name his opponent for WrestleMania right now. Go.
Probably not going to be Kevin Owens, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Roman Reigns.
Heel Roman Reigns?
Yeah, see, voice gets what I'm talking about.
I could buy that. Somebody's
I could see
a little
that.
What culture, but okay.
No, yeah. By the way, those that are watching, please go watch Culture Wrestling. It's some of the most entertaining stuff you'll find.
I'm taking Cena.
No fucking
yes,
way.
No, yes,
no,
fucking
no.
way. Have you seen the thing that came out like a week ago? He's already bench pressing over 300 pounds.
It's not a good idea for him to come back this
He's
early.
Keep in mind, Undertaker's billed at 299. Like, he's already in good enough shape to lift Undertaker weight, and he also posted something that said he's going to try something risky. Either A, he's not going to show up probably until SummerSlam, or he's showing up at WrestleMania.
I don't know.
Boys?
As much as I want to say Finn Balor, which is my safe bet, I'ma say Cesaro.
What?
Yeah. Just again, this is more recently. I've seen pictures of Cesaro where he's not in his sling.
That's a good sign.
How would that work into him facing Undertaker? Like, how would you even make a storyline for that? That sounds like a good match, but this is Undertaker WrestleMania. It has to be a pretty big match. And no offense to Cesaro, but Cesaro's not there yet.
Calkos is going to beat the shit.
No, I would love to see Cesaro versus Undertaker, but realistically, I don't think Cesaro's quite earned that yet.
Well, if you're...
He will kick the shit out of me for this.
Well, let's see. Okay, then how would you book a storyline where Cesaro faces The Undertaker at WrestleMania, then?
How is anyone supposed to do that?
Well, if the big...
See, the story for John Cena is super easy to write.
Yeah, Cena... Okay, it's fucking John Cena. Like, one of the big things he wants to do is, like, I don't have a match. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna challenge The Undertaker. Like, there's no
hey, you want to fight, Jack?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, hey, you want to fight? Cool. Let's fucking
okay,
fight.
Well, here's an interesting idea to do. So again, Cesaro has been the whole thing about the brass ring, and WWE.
Oh wait!
WWE's trying to. WWE is basically he's trying to get noticed by Vince and them. So what better way than saying, okay, what if I beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania?
Okay, that's exactly what I was gonna go for just then. Yeah, he
Solid.
wants to prove himself. He's saying, you know what? I'm gonna make some noise. I'm gonna bang on the gong. I'm gonna walk right up to the fucking this is the big dog. This is my yard thing. I'm gonna go right up to the fucking doghouse and kick it a little bit. Just saying, hey, I want to fucking fight you. And this Taker will just poke his head out, just like, why? Who the fuck are you?
I'm Superman. Well, from Switzerland, but yeah, I'm Superman.
Yeah, not the other Superman.
No, that's the storyline for that would just be simply, Cesaro just wants to get noticed, and he wants, like, notice me, senpai.
Notice me, Vince McMahon, senpai.
No, I think that would be really,
Vincey-kun.
it would be a really basic thing for him to go about with it, but Undertaker only has a limited amount of WrestleManias. This would be good for this if Cesaro wins. Man, that's gonna. Whew, I don't know. I don't think Cesaro can beat Taker.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're getting off track. We haven't even gotten to the match yet.
Yes. So let's move on.
Yes, we got a little sidetrack. So the main event for this is not for the championship because Triple H is champion.
To be fair, he's like him coming out like the Raw after Royal Rumble and like he's got his coat on, and then he unbuttons the coat and just opens it up and shows the WWE title, and he just starts cackling. And that was cool. That is how I want a champion to conduct himself. That was good.
Right. So
not a fan of him like not showing up at every pay-per-view, but
in this we have a triple threat number one contenders match for, well, whoever wins will face Triple H at WrestleMania. You know, because they were going to try to do that at the Royal Rumble, and that just got completely thrown out. The tradition just basically got fucking curb stomped into the ground. We have Brock
they don't
Lesnar.
do curb stomps anymore.
Oh, still, you know what I fucking meant? I miss the curb stomp. That was a brutal fucking move.
You know what I miss? Seth Rollins.
I miss Seth Rollins too.
This podcast just got depressing. Yeah, it's Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. Now, the obvious pick, which is the safe bet, is Roman Reigns.
Here's the thing about this feud, though. It really has not been about Roman. Like, the majority feud has been Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose.
I've noticed that, yeah.
Like Reigns.
You know, I just had an idea. Here. What if they had Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania?
I would be okay with that.
Because honestly, what would you rather see? Would you rather see Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose or Brock Lesnar versus the Wyatt family?
I could take either, but if we're going for which would produce a better fight...
Oh, but man, Ambrose would give Lesnar a fucking
but Wyatt is stiff as fuck, man. Like, that would be a hell
I would
of a match.
I would actually say Lesnar versus Wyatt in that case.
Okay, imagine this. Imagine if we get Lesnar versus Ambrose, and Ambrose somehow gets a pinfall victory over Lesnar. At that point, you would have Reigns and Ambrose. Reigns won the title but could never beat Lesnar. Ambrose beat Lesnar but could never win the title. That's a story you've got there.
They're already teasing the whole, oh, what the heck's going on? We have our differences. There's already cracks in the shield or whatever. Like, I predict something's gonna go down. I think okay, there's many different ways that this could go about, but we can safely bet that Brock Lesnar is not winning this match.
It's weird to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's unusual because any match that Lesnar's in, he pretty much is locked to win it. But in this case, Lesnar isn't going for the title because having Triple H versus Brock Lesnar again for the title makes no sense because you have a part-timer versus a part-timer and nobody benefits from that. So really it's down to either Ambrose or Reigns. You could
Lesnar does not have a good record in triple threat matches.
No, he does not. So there's two ways that this could go down, I see. Reigns ends up winning it and possibly through heel methods rolls up Ambrose or does something sneaky. And that could probably stir up something for Reigns to do later on. Maybe, we don't know. Or Ambrose ends up winning, and Ambrose heads into WrestleMania. And then Reigns will probably end up facing somebody else. But there's so many different ways that this one can go down. So, unfortunately, I'm going to go with the safe bet. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns.
I am going to take Ambrose. Like, I think at this point they've realized that Ambrose is fucking money. Like, they're having him drop the whole, like, oh, I'm fucking crazy, and actually making him, they're portraying him like a fucking badass.
Stone Cold Steve Austin Jr.
Yeah, they're having him walk up to Brock Lesnar and say, punch me in the face. And then Brock punches him in the face, and then Dean goes, okay, punch me in the face again. Like, they are making him, he is so much better the way he is right now. I love the way they're doing this. And I think that they might be trying to do something. Like, I'm not saying they aren't going to do anything big with Roman. They're going to find something big for him. But I really, really feel like the main event of WrestleMania 32 is going to be Triple H versus Dean Ambrose. I think that is your money match.
If they really don't want to repeat history from last year, they'll do this because this will be the smarter move and it'll garner more people to be more invested in this. Because, okay, let's say, looking at what we have here, let's say that Ambrose wins. This will set up the following. You'll have Triple H versus Ambrose, you'll have Reigns going after Undertaker, and you'll have Lesnar going after the Wyatts. If Reigns wins, you'll more than likely have Reigns versus Triple H and Lesnar versus Ambrose. And the Wyatts then just get kicked to the side and they'll figure out whatever the fuck they're going to do next.
Yeah, and it's not like we're getting
No,
versus...
I know what the Wyatts will do. And then the Wyatts will be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and Braun Strowman will probably win that.
And on top of that...
Would you rather have Braun Strowman versus
Brock
Lesnar?
No! Hell no!
Excuse me. But on top of that, they do not want WrestleMania's main event to be booed, okay?
Yeah.
They have already shown in the last 2 WrestleManias that they are willing to alter set plans in order to make sure that WrestleMania ends with people being happy. Or at least cheering the people they're supposed to cheer and booing the people they're supposed to boo, not the other way around.
Yeah, so you had Bryan win. You had Bryan win at one WrestleMania. Then the next WrestleMania you had Seth Rollins.
Yes, and if we get Triple H versus Roman Reigns, no other added elements to it, that match is going to be shat on so fucking hard. Okay, like.
Well, here's the thing: if it's like a straight match with no gimmicks, then probably. But if they mix it up by adding, say, a special guest referee or a special guest enforcer, or making it no holds barred or something like that, maybe. They'll probably make it no holds barred just to make it interesting, so that Triple H can pull out every single little thing in his pocket or whatever.
Yeah, he could probably do that, but at the same time, like, Reigns is regressing again. Like. He keeps going back to that succotash and like prunes and shit, and he's just
not succotash. You're forgetting fucking tater tots.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. But like
pinnacle of PG WWE and everyone.
I at least liked it when Cena was self-aware about it, when like he called Jericho poopy and Jericho said poopy and Cena was like, dude, like it's a PG show, and Jericho was like, what are you, 9? And Cena was like, most of the people watching this show are.
Oh man, you know what, speaking of Cena, I really miss John Cena. I am disappointed that he's not going to be on the card, because this is a time and period where we've gone without John Cena for like, you know what, can we have Cena back now? Yeah. This is what we need. We've had Cena for so long that he leaves. We're just kind of like, you know what? We kind of miss him now.
Cena-kun, come back.
Oh, he'll probably be at WrestleMania. Like his theme will play, and like the arena will fucking pop or something.
Oh, are you kidding me? In the South? Hell yeah. The South loves Cena.
I hope Cena at least appears the night after WrestleMania or something. But anyway, getting back to this prediction. So I said Reigns. Nikki said Ambrose.
Okay, here's how I'm predicting the match is going.
And not let it be exactly what Culture had in mind for WrestleMania.
Here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Lesnar's about to go for like his third F5 on, let's say, Dean Ambrose. Wyatt's interfere. That sets up Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt. Ambrose goes over clean on Roman Reigns. And I'm saying I'm picking Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now here's the question: is anybody turning heel?
Not.
Well, if now is any time to do it, it would probably be here.
I would say not tonight. Not on the pay-per-view. I'm gonna say the next Monday Night Raw.
The only one that's going to benefit from turning heel is Roman Reigns. If Ambrose turns heel, that's going to piss off everybody. Because Ambrose is pretty much the golden face boy that they can go with. Except Reigns, which they're trying to shove in our face. We don't care about that.
Reigns is the golden boy, but Ambrose is the blue-collar hero. Like,
there's no way they're turning him heel.
Yeah.
Like, and if they did, it'd be complete fucking...
they might turn him heel because the WWE is that fucking crazy and think, well, let's turn Ambrose heel so he can feud with Reigns. They are that fucking stupid. Let's
and
not.
have Ambrose, and then have what? Have Lesnar win, and then have Ambrose versus Reigns in like a hardcore match at WrestleMania.
Something like that.
That doesn't benefit anybody.
No, it doesn't, and they would probably do it.
That's like you spin the wheel and just like worst case scenario, Lesnar wins.
You know what? I wouldn't even be that opposed to Lesnar winning. You know what?
Why? There's no point in having Triple H versus Lesnar.
Because then you'd see the Authority finally get their shit pushed in. Like,
but Lesnar as a face?
Yeah, Lesnar's been a face for like the last year.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he fought Rollins. He fought heel Taker. He fought the who else has he fought? He'll probably fight the Wyatts. Like Taker,
okay, all right.
Lesnar's been getting babyface pops for months now. Yeah.
So I guess we all figured that out. With whatever's going on, this main event is going to shape things for the main event of WrestleMania. And we already laid down like what scenarios we can go with for this. So if the best case scenario I can see here is Ambrose winning, and then Reigns goes to face Undertaker, and then Lesnar faces Ambrose. No, Lesnar probably. What does Lesnar do then if Ambrose wins?
What? Wyatt, yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, the Wyatts. Never mind. I thought there was something else.
Yeah, like the optimal WrestleMania card at this point is Triple H Ambrose, Undertaker Reigns, and Wyatt's versus Lesnar. Those are your three big marquee matches at this point. And if WWE's smart,
however, given the report that whoever Taker's facing is probably not going to be somebody on the current roster, we may have to default to Reigns.
Well, if that's the case, then okay, Undertaker versus mystery opponent and Reigns versus Vince McMahon?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He'd be crazy enough to do it. Don't think for a second that McMahon ain't crazy enough to try that.
Touche. Yeah. Going at this for God knows how long. Those are our predictions for Fastlane. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Put your thoughts on what's going to happen at Fastlane in the comments below. Twitter, Patreon, all that good stuff for all of us. See you guys for Fastlane, and on we go to the road to WrestleMania. Yippity fucking Ray.
I'm honestly more excited about that house show in Toronto, where we're getting like Harper versus Lesnar.
Really?
That's gonna be fun.
Okay then.